Everything we talk about is unconfirmed. Unless it comes directly from Valve, nothing that we say today is 100% legitimate and real. I don't know if this is legitimate or not. I have only heard the majority of this story from a single anonymous source, a source that I was unable to completely verify when conversing with the source itself. So it's up in the air. I really do not know if what this person told me is 100% legitimate. And to explain why I think this is one of the best leaks, even if it was fake, is this. This is supposedly key art for a version of Half-Life 3 that started in development in 2013 and was canceled in the summer of 2015. And I am going to tell you about the canceled story of Half-Life 3. Half-Life 3 went through many points in development. In 2013, they started a brand new concept for Half-Life 3. This, of course, being what we're discussing right now. Eventually phased into what looked like a test chamber, and you woke up in a decrepit, falling apart glass case. You woke up on a bed and you find that your arm has been severed off. Your arm has been replaced with a robotic appendage with a cable going from your shoulder into your inner neck with an Aperture Science logo on the arm itself. The arm apparently was the main gameplay mechanic of this game. Gordon Freeman is apparently in Aperture Science, and the first couple bits of the game are a tutorial section that plays like Portal that teaches the player how to use this arm. Eventually, Gordon gets out of Aperture Science and finds himself in an American-style city taken over by the Combine. And this is where it gets interesting. The city that Gordon apparently was walking through was very much matched to the city of the Half-Life 2 beta. Not only that, but Cremators patrolled the streets. Gordon met up with a very small group of rebels because at this point, 20 years have passed again, and not a whole lot of the rebels exist following Episode 2. You see, the Combine were very strong, and a lot of the forces that they had on Earth during the events of the Half-Life 2 episodes were only a fraction of what they were capable of. Gordon and these rebels escape from the city and make their way to a cremator factory. What they wanted to do was take over the facility, take the cremators that were already created, and turn them into a pseudo-army for the rebels themselves to further their own rebellion efforts. What ends up happening, though, is they make it to the cremator factory, and that's as far as they got. In the summer of 2015, there was a massive disagreement on exactly what the main focus of development should be. A major fight that then led to a large portion of the people being kicked off the team, and the people still working on it left with almost nothing. And what ended up happening was they couldn't get a team together that wanted to continue the work following the departure of a few major players in the series. There was a version of the game that was in development from 2013 to 2015, and it was, without a doubt, the furthest Half-Life 3 ever got along in development, and unfortunately, it fell apart because of a large disagreement between the different members of the development team itself. This that you're looking at is apparently key art from this version of Half-Life 3 named Posthuman, and like I said, if this ended up being some significantly smart troll, I think you can see that the art that you're looking at right now is well made. The story that was being made here seemed to want to go somewhere. There are a lot of details that I am leaving out for many different reasons. Keep in mind, this is unconfirmed. Enough time has passed that a lot of what's going on in this story no longer pertains to modern development at Valve Software.
Gay Ben